Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the case may be. My hair's kind of sticking up. A little water or something. Or a hairbrush. I should have brushed my hair. How very unprofessional of me. Welcome. I am Mike S. Miller. I am your humble host at the Blacklist Universe YouTube channel. And some of you may notice I covered up as much as I could, the disgusting really bad painting stuff my kids had put on the door before. My wife has cleaned up my office a little bit, tidied it up yesterday. So thank you, my beautiful wife, Jill. Okay, I titled this newsletter. What did I title? Newsletters, Apologies, and Indiegogo. So the newsletter. Actually, let's start with the apologies. I said a couple of things on Twitter yesterday that, upon hindsight, I should have been the bigger man. Ethan was attacked physically, not physically, threatened physically by a transgender person, and I made a cute little rhyme that ended with saying "men in dresses," and you know, it wasn't necessary, and you know, I was just a little irked, and I should have been the better man. So yeah, even though I sat there and I tried to defend it, it's you know, that's kind of the nature of Twitter, is you end up getting in these little spats and then saying things, and then you don't want to delete it because then you're just being hypocritical. But yeah, so I own it. And then someone else had apologized for something, but ended their, well, this all has to do with people arguing with Ethan. It's funny. But they ended up saying, you know, apologizing and then saying that, oh, you can publish your book. You have basically, you have permission. And I'm like, oh, thank you for giving him permission, Your Highness. And so, you know, I should have been gracious. I should have allowed him to make the apology and accepted it. You know, I'm not 20 years old anymore. I can own this stuff and act like an adult. So I apologize. I'm likely going to say stupid stuff again. So it has been in my nature to do so over the years. And yeah. So anyways, on with the show. Iced coffee in hand, halfway down already though. The newsletter. So as promised, all of you who signed up for my newsletter via the link in the description by last night, actually some by this morning, received this today. Thank you for joining the Blacklist Comics family. As a special reward for being an early adopter to this new universe, here is a free 100 DPI 11:17 image of the Comicsgate universe. So yes, it is not going to be as high quality as a print if you want to print it out on your computer, but you can print it out on your computer. 100 DPI is fairly decent quality if you just want the image and maybe don't have the money to print to buy the print or the metal or the t-shirt or whatever. T-shirt is forthcoming. Shoot, that is an email I have to go back to. Please download within the next 48 hours because I don't want to keep that on my Dropbox forever. Not in that form. It's yours to do with as you please, but not for mass reproduction or anything. Obviously, just use your head. Thank you. I know this is all going out to my family, my Blacklist family. So, oh, shoot, I am not screen sharing. Hold on a second. Owa Tana Siam. Owa Tana Siam. Repeat 3 times quickly. All right, sharing screen. All right, so Lone Star. This is the email everyone on my email list got today. Thank you for joining Blacklist Comics family. A special reward being an early adopter in your universe. Blah blah blah. I already read it. Here's the piece. You heard the spiel. Notice I have changed the date. Oh, yes. And this leads me into the Indiegogo. I've changed the date of the Indiegogo launch of the first Blacklist Universe title, Lone Star, from Sunday, the 15th, to Saturday, July the 14th. I hope you're all ready for that Indiegogo campaign. I'll need your help to get the word out. Then please like, share Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And then a couple of sneak peeks of better quality images than just what you're seeing on my YouTube, and the cover by Teodoro Gonzalez. So yeah, hopefully you signed up for that and you got that. If not, now the thing is, I don't like bombarding people with emails. So if you do sign up for my email list, then it's not like you're going to be getting these all the time. I don't want to do these all the time, but when I do them, I do want to include special treats, whether that's what did I say? I think, you know, oh, I don't even think I put it in there. Yeah. Oh, I didn't put it in there. But you know, you can get, you know, fun stuff like this, free wallpapers, you know, phone screensavers, whatever you want to call them. But I also want to do like discount codes for limited times, just for you guys, you're being loyal fans. You know, special announcements, because a lot of times people miss either the YouTube or the Twitter or the tweets or whatever. And so I want to make sure that those special announcements get out to you guys. And just other stuff. And you know what, if you have things that you'd like to see, you know, because you are a special part of this, because you've signed up for this secret group of the emails on the email list, then let me know. I am always open to suggestions. I want to make this a better world for all of us. We are a family. We're doing this together. We are going to take over the universe. So with the Blacklist universe and Lone Star, and also obviously being a part of this great group of creators in Comicsgate. So there it is. I don't need to upgrade that right now. There it is. If you have any questions or comments, please throw them into the chat. All right, back to stop screen share. And as far as why I'm moving it from the 15th to the 14th, it's a Sunday, and I don't want to be doing this kind of stuff on Sundays. So I want to be focusing on, obviously, my family and on God and church. And generally I do never mind. I don't need to tell you guys all my stuff, what I do on Sundays. That's my day, not yours. So yeah, so Saturday, plus, you know, I did a live stream on Saturday last week, and my gosh, it was huge. I got almost 100 viewers, like live viewers. I got up to 98. I don't think I saw it go over 100, but I saw it at 98. And then I got my first downvote. So, you know, it's getting out there. And also, yeah, by the end of the live stream, I had over almost 600 views. So it was completely record breaking. So I'm thinking, well, maybe Saturday is the best day to launch this thing. And Saturday was the day before I had intended to launch it anyway. So it all just works out. It's all copacetic. Everything has, the stars have aligned, and it is focusing on the Lone Star. Yeah. So anyways, with that said, let's see what you guys have to say. Let's see what you, my friends, have to say to me. Let's find, where the heck is it? Let's go to, I'm sorry, I did not have this free. Actually, you know what? I do have it open on the other universe. Refresh. live now, and 40 of you are watching. Awesome sauce. Would you guys rather see my my ugly mug, or would you rather see my logo? And I know a lot of time this thing tends to be, I don't know, for some reason my video and my audio are constantly, audio and video is super out of sync for me. Okay, there you go. Let me change it to my oops, where is that thing? There it is. Let me change it. Here, tell me if this works. I'm going to turn off my camera. I'm going to let this run for 14 seconds because I think that's the delay. It's usually the delay. I don't know if it's always the delay, but it's usually 14 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That should have been enough. And now I'm back. Okay, on my screen, I'm still a little bit out of sync. How weird. Let me see if it does it again. Reset. 46 viewers watching me deal with my technical difficulties. I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you. This is Mike on NPR. Sorry. Okay, that should be 14 seconds. Turn my camera back on, and let me see. Yeah, I'm still out of sync. Is it out of sync for you guys, or is it just me? Now I have to wait 14 seconds to hear your answers, but that I shall do. So your stream is drunk. Cecil streaming without the mask. Hey now. Hey no. All right. Get more out of sync over time. Gets more out of sync. Yep, a little bit of delay. Is it irritating, or should I just switch to my little drawing? A little out of sync. Yeah, it won't. I don't know how to fix it. I do have boomer tech gremlins. All right, on your end, there's a little delay between stream and chat. Not unwatchable. All right. So you'd rather look at this than my face. Okay, I hear you. I got you. This coffee is making my mouth dry for some strange reason. All right, I'm going to shoot back up to the top and see if you guys got any questions. Ian McRae says, Superfly. Craig gives a wave. Hello, Craig. Everyone says things in the heat of the moment. Yeah, it's true. The thing is about when you're typing something on your phone, you're reading it, and then you're like, yeah, I'm going to send this, even though you know I probably shouldn't send this. The thing is with the rhyme one is that I started off, I didn't even start off intending to say men in dresses. It's that I started off with, I saw Ethan doing this thing where he was basically doing like a Trumpism. He was playing 4D chess with this person. And so I put EVS plays 4D chess with the best. I can't remember how it goes, but I was just doing a rhyme with a bunch of S's, and then I was like kind of running out of S's, and it just popped into my mind that men wearing dresses. So I don't know, if we weren't so touchy-feely nowadays, then maybe I could get away with it. But it was you know, a shot to the balls. But maybe that's. I need to stop. I'm sorry. I need to stop. I'm sorry. Because there were balls under that dress. I seriously can't stop myself. I'm sorry. I stop. Okay. Hey, I'm glad that you took that step back. I know, now I'm totally just unstepping back because I'm just, oh, Jesus help me. Proof that you're a better man than SJWs. We're winning. You can get away with it a lot as an underdog, but we're starting to get ahead. That, yeah, you are absolutely right. That's what it is. It's funny because Underdog Mike is my name on Instagram and on Xbox Live. But yeah, you know, we're building a movement here, and I need to be not just not just, okay, primarily as a Christian, I need to be a better man, but as a voice now in a movement that, you know, presupposes that we are being the better men. Yeah, I need to really rein it in on that that, you know, punch him back kind of thing. You know, and it's funny because I love it when Trump does it, but once in a while it does make me go, maybe that was a bit much. But you know, this isn't the 80s anymore. A lot of people get triggered way too easily, and nobody on the left even has a sense of humor. So you know, you could just make the glibbest little joke, and if it's a little bit childish, they're all going to just jump down your throat and say that you are full of hate and anger and blah blah blah. And it's the furthest thing from the truth. I'm all out. I'm all about the love. Ethan's all about the love. We're just great big cuddly teddy bears. But once in a while, you know, something gets under our skin, and we have to be the better men and try to just not take those shots when they are made so clear and available. You know, it's too easy, and I will have to keep myself from. I'm sorry, that probably sounded bad because it's on my computer, huh? Yeah. Anyways, I need to rein it in. I need to be the better person. I need to be a better person. You know, the habits you practice become your character. So I need to practice better habits. It seems a few people are adulting on Twitter. Deleting a tweet isn't a big deal. Yeah. Maybe, but then it just looks cowardly, I think, to me. It's not like I was threatening somebody's life like the other person who, you know, literally threatened to bury a hatchet in Ethan's head. And that's what kind of set me off. They deleted it because obviously, well, first of all, you don't want to be threatening somebody with physical harm and have it up for the world to see because it's stupid. But yeah, that was a bridge too far. I don't think what I said was a bridge too far in that vein, but it was a bridge too far in being the better person. And so I'm just going to leave it up, and I'm going to leave my stupidity or my momentary lapse of kind gentleness for the world to see, so that, you know, I'm not going to pretend to be a perfect person. So Blacklist Universe is a BA name. Thank you. William Palacio. Loving the drawing videos. I'd love one on keeping a character on model. It seems to be the hardest thing for me. Wow, that does sound like a great video idea, but it's something I won't be doing for a long time. I know you've probably noticed that I'm going through, and sorry for the sniffling sounds. My young child over here is on the watching something. You can see him watching YouTube videos and obliviously snorkeling and snorting. Yeah. Say hi, Isaac. You're famous. Edwin Boyett called him a. Oh, he didn't call him anything. He said he was mining for nose goblins. It's so funny. Oh man, I should put my. Sorry, my seat squeaks. Loving John. Oh yeah, so I was saying about the videos. I'm starting from basics. I'm gonna build until, you know, I'm doing videos on how to draw knuckles. So all the details and stuff like that, they're gonna be down the line. JP4, can we still sign up for the secret group? Yeah, it's in my description. Just jump down there, sign up to my email list. That's all you got to do. And yeah, again, suggestions for things that I can put in the email list that will only be available to people on the email list. I would love to hear your suggestions. I was thinking about maybe see, now what I don't want to do is like, hey, sign up and get a free print, like legit print, because that would become like, you know, days worth of work for me packing and shipping stuff for free. But if I do say a buy one get one free or something like that offer, that offer would only be for people on the email list, and only for limited windows of time, because I have to take those down really quick, because you know those coupons start getting shared around. I know none of you would share it around because you're just part of the secret family, the Blacklist family. But for that sake, yeah, I would do that. But yeah, just give me ideas. Give me ideas that aren't going to cost me a freaking bunch of time or money, because I need the money right now. Maybe down the line I can do like some crazy offers. If you know my Indiegogo does $500,000, I'll have plenty more. But there's no way it's getting that high. I know it. JP4, the sign up is on the Wix site, link in the description. Thank you, Michael. Great. Hopefully Uncle E will use his amazing shilling talents to get out the word about Lone Star. I certainly hope so. He's said a couple times on the different live streams that he's going to. And look what he did for Mitch. Amazing. Just incredible success over the course of the first 24 hours. Wow. Yeah, so if you do anything like that, then that'd be fantastic. Okay, a bunch of statistically crowdfunding starting on a weekend doesn't go well. The best days are Tuesday and Wednesdays to start and end. Really? Well, I can't do it. I can't start it. Frack. Really? Well, you know what? I think I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to stick to Saturday. That week is San Diego Comic-Con, so Saturday is like my last free day. San Diego starts on Wednesday, and so I have to be getting stuff there set up on Tuesday. I don't know, man. Oh, shoot. Oh, now you've got me in a pickle. I really don't want to wait until after. Maybe I should start it on Friday. Is that too soon? And you know what? We can't go on statistics. We're going on YouTube. Statistics for crowdfunding are probably mostly based on standard crowdfunding business practices. That's email lists and I forgot. I had this whole thing. A friend of mine does crowdfunding for a living, so he knows all the tricks and not tricks, but all the best ways to get that stuff going. And that's why I'm building the email list, by the way. He does these $500,000 Kickstarters all the time, like 3-4 times a year. And he says that to launch a successful, big, $500,000 Kickstarter, you need an email list between 4,000 and 6,000 people, which I'm not going to get anywhere near that, but I'm going to start this anyways, get it going, and then hopefully build up to that over time, over the course of the next, couple years. Hopefully by that time I'll have an email list that can sustain every new Kickstarter that I do. So, yeah, okay. Hey, Devil Knight. Hey, Cray, Paul. Paulus Mobus says Dan Fraga is thinking of bringing back Black Flag through crowdfunding. Yeah, Isn't that great? I really hope that happens, and hope it happens soon. Fragaboom's up over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube now. If you're not already subscribing to Fraga, get over to Couch Doodles. I will type it in the chat. Couch Doodles on YouTube is Dan Fraga. Boom! All right, get over there. Maybe not right now, but what the heck? Go over there now. Open another tab. Go over to Couch Doodles, and make sure you you sign up. Subscribe to the Fragaboom. He's gonna do great things. I think he's a great personality for YouTube. I love his quick, or not his quick turn, his time lapse videos and stuff. Yeah, it's really good stuff. Evening, out of sync. Saggy Bone says, realized recently you did the art for the Hedge Knight comics. Now I know I'm going to back Lone Star. Thank you very much. Yeah, maybe one of these days I'll do a video like showcasing some of my Hedge Knight stuff. I just did the Mystery Knight, the third Hedge Knight book last year. Finished that up last year, and it came out, and it's artistically it's my favorite because obviously it's the newest. Did the first Hedge Knight book in 2003. Whew, that's a 15-year journey on that project. And then I did the Sword in 2007, I want to say. Is that right? Maybe 2007. And then, yeah, Mystery Knight was last year. So it took me a while to do Mystery Knight because I was also doing Injustice at the same time. So it actually technically should have come out like a year previous, but it is what it is. Hopefully you can get Sketch Therapy. Hopefully you can get Super Chats fast. Yellow Flash got his Super Chats, but not monetization. And the reverse happened to Cecil. YouTube rules are weird. They seem arbitrary. Yeah, I'm going to check into that again today. I mentioned before that I had some issues with my monetization being attached to an older address of mine, and so I have to see if the approval process goes through, and then once it does go through, and then I have to go back in and change my address so that I can actually get paid. Although I don't know why they don't just pay through like PayPal or something. Complaints about my stream. It's all right. Ugh, now I locked up. I apologize. Sorry. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I don't know if it is the computer. Edwin, welcome back, buddy. I don't know if it's the computer or YouTube itself that glitches out my chat scroll. But yeah, it is hard. It's like once in a while I'll be scrolling through, reading down, and then bam, it'll go to the end of it without me doing anything. And then I have to try to remember where I was and scroll back up. And so I do apologize for that. Switch to Avatar. Have a lot of people do that. It's not the stream and chat. It's the audio video. I don't know what that means. If you know some way for me to fix it, then please, by all means. Driving listening. Hey, Edwin, it's all the same to me, but lately the guys just use avatars. Yeah. Whatever. I could if you guys don't want to see me talking out of sync. Lama Gigante says, I have never once said anything that I regretted. Is this Captain Cummings? Cough, cough. Yeah, that was a little jab. Everyone says things they regret. They just refuse to admit it sometimes. Damn, Tuga. So a lot of mumble rappers these days. Dresses are a trend there. What? Mumble rappers? Mumble rappers. I'm sure that means something I don't understand. Kraken of the Sea. Dude, Zach pulls out the man in a wig line all the time. Don't stress too much. Yeah, but Zach is a bomb thrower, and granted, I can be a bomb thrower, but my point is, I want to elevate myself above being a bomb thrower. I mean, controversy is good for business, but I don't want to build my comic book universe on controversy. I want to build it on merit and quality and just great, fun, exciting stories. So there you go. How dare you insult 0.4% of the population? Well, it's not that. It's insulting an individual. You know what I mean? If the rest of the population takes umbrage with it, then that's just worse. But whatever. I'm a firebrand, and I just need to chill it out and just take the higher road. It may not be as entertaining, but I still try to be witty. And that's all I was trying to be, was witty. When people can't take a joke, it's annoying. All of you Comicsgate guys are a whole lot better than SJWs. I cannot disagree with that. Their ability to joke is not very good. They're thin. Their skin is so skin. Their skin is so thin. I'm surprised you can't see their veins and muscles, because I mean, you can just blow on them and they will freak out and accuse you of lighting them on fire. This generation can't take sarcasm too well. I know. What on God's green earth happened to people? We used to. When I grew up, Blazing Saddles was just the best movie ever, right? If you tried to make Blazing Saddles today, they would freaking tar and feather Mel Brooks and anyone involved with it, right? And like literally, well, not literally. And what happens today? You can't say niggardly because it's a word that sounds too close to the N word, which you can't dare say, even though, you know, some percentage of the population gets free range to say whatever they want. But whatever. I can't be hypocritical. I call myself Hapajap sometimes, so whatever. But yeah, we used to all have a sense of humor in this country. What the heck happened? Did the Marxists in the education system really? Oh, it is, huh? It's all identity politics. It's all Marxism. That's what it is. It's flipping Marxism. They've created the identity politics, and they told them to be offended, and if they're not offended, they're not good people. So look, it's the virtue signal. Oh, McCarthy was right. McCarthy should have been focusing on academia, not just the media. And we need a new McCarthy, man. I'll probably get lambasted by that, by some SJW. Mike Miller says we need a new McCarthy. Well, I stand by that. We need a new McCarthy. Maybe one who's a little better with the public. But man, the Marxists have taken over. They've taken over the media. They've taken over academia, and somehow, even though they've done all that, we still managed to get Trump elected, and he's going to just change the world. Anyways, I'll take edgy roasts over Bolshevik communists any damn day. Yeah. Or that life never always goes their way. Yeah. They are a pretty entitled bunch. It's pretty sad. I'm pretty sure they all got trophies for being the fattest, laziest kid on the T-ball team. In fact, they can't get ironic is itself ironic. Yeah, they're incapable of irony. Yeah. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but spicy memes can't hurt you. And yet they consider, you know, verbal attacks as like physical attacks. Well, I can't remember what the terminology they use, but they're like, they think that's harming them somehow because you said something they don't agree with. It is what it is. Sketch Therapy says, I wish I had the self-control you guys have. I get Twitter turrets, sometimes recovered my Twitter. I get Twitter Tourette's. My brother actually has legitimate Tourette's. Sometimes I recovered my Twitter, but didn't even want to use it. Yeah, it's a very easy, slippery slope to fall down when you start flinging mud at each other. Nobody has footing anymore, and you just go right down into the pigsty. And you know, while you're in the pigsty, sometimes you're having too much fun to pay attention to the stuff you shouldn't be saying. So I feel your pain. I feel your pain. But you know what? Let's be the better men. Let's be the better men. And women. You know, I don't want to offend the SJWs out there saying that there are no women in Comicsgate. There are. Not watching my channel, but whatever. Politics are an insult contest. Trump is our insult dude. Yeah, he's like Trump the insult dog. We're for engaged in commerce. It's all about the shekels. Well, that and our community or network. There, you just did it. Now we're being SJWs about calling it a community or a network. I just use the word alliance because we are all allies. We're all allies. We may be France, we may be Germany. Oh, no. Okay, sorry. We may be France, we may be England, we may be America. We may all have different cultures. We all may all have different families, different shades of skin, different religion, but we are allies. This is the Comicsgate Alliance. Heck, we allied with. No, that's a bad example. How in the heck did Russia get into our alliance? That's too much to get into. I had to delete a few tweets recently. May have gone too far with them. Yeah. If I went like too far, I would have deleted it just out of shame. But like I said, I think this was a flippant, witty dig, and you know, I wasn't being cruel. I was being funny, but funny in a way that I know was attacking. So, yeah, I'm not going to delete it. I'll let the SJWs make hay with it a little bit more if they want to. Spicy memes are nutritious and delicious sometimes, I guess. Damn, Tuga. Llama Gigante. And they build character, you guys. Sketch Therapy. I had an Army vet Rod Twitter, but now I'm mostly on Cyberfrog fan art. Oh, you changed? Oh, is that Rod? Sketch Therapy? Are you Rod? Are you changed your name? Is that correct? I still don't get that. Ian McRae, I still don't get that. Ethan offered that person work, and they responded with acts of violence. Nothing makes sense. That's what I'm saying. That was the 4D chess. Because there's no way on earth this person would have accepted working with them because they were full-on flaming SJW. And so the reaction was, I don't know if I haven't talked to Ethan about this, but I suspect the reaction was what Ethan was hoping for. By Ethan being the bigger man and the better man, which he is, the person in question responds with violence, testosterone-fueled violence, right? And I'm just going to say, in general, women don't react like that. That's all about the testosterone. Yeah, I don't know. You remember that trans person on the panel with what's his name? Ben Shapiro. And Ben Shapiro's like getting everybody on the panel heated, and this trans dude is like yoked, right? I mean, long hair, dressed like a girl, so obviously a dude. I mean, I don't know what like a dude or like a Russian power lift woman, you know, I mean, so big. And then Ben Shapiro turns and says something like, so what are your genetics or something like that? And the trans person leans over and grabs his neck and is like threatens to put him in the hospital or something like that. I'm like, okay, women don't do that. Okay, you can put a dress on, you can grow your hair out or wear a wig, you can put on pretty makeup, you can paint your nails, you can talk with a lisp, but women don't do that. It's just that is not appropriate female behavior. So let's see. Can't wait to watch this channel grow further. Thank you, Tugga. Love dank memes on the email list. I'm glad you're sticking with drawing videos. Ethan abandoned those pretty quickly. I understand. It's you know, Ethan found his niche, which was Star Wars. I don't know. I don't care enough about Star Wars to comment on it. And I mean, not to say I'm not a fan. I am a fan. But I'm not going to build a Star Wars channel. This is I don't know. Maybe at some point I'll do something on some subject that lights up the dashboard, and you know, thousands of people will flood in, and I'll be like, well, I have to do more of that. And so, you know, you gotta feed the Ferengi. You gotta make sure you're doing something that is worth your time. This takes a lot of time out of my day. Takes time away from my kids, takes time away from my drawing. And so I understand. And yeah, my drawing videos get fewer views than my live chats. And so I'm sure the same thing, it was the same thing for Ethan. Not everybody wants to learn how to draw. And I tend to just focus on art, and people will chat afterwards in the Hangout and try to ask me other topics, and I'm like, no, this is just about art. You gotta lay off. So yeah, I understand it, and I'll do it as long as I can. I can't guarantee I'll do it forever, but I do enjoy doing it, and I do enjoy. And I might just do it for the sake that my children have something to watch, so that they can grow and learn as artists as well. Transcripts. Okay, that's because they're whacked in the head. That was commenting on the head trauma. Isaac, can you go turn the air conditioning down to like 72?
What? 72.
72. Now I know. Oh no. I know that President Obama said that you can't just turn your air conditioner down to 72 degrees. But I have solar power anyways, so I don't care. Digital art is the usable freebie for mailing lists. Yeah, but I want to do a little more than digital art. I mean, I will. I'll try to set up some actually like cooler stuff than just an image, like something with logos and whatnot. But I do want to do something better. I want to make that email list something special for fans. You know, like the fans that are willing to put it a little more out there than just subscribing. Not that I eschew people subscribing. I want to subscribe. And I want everybody to hit that like button. There's 66 of you watching, and there's only 39 likes. What's that all about? Get out there. Hit that like button. I want to see that thing be at least 66 because there's so many of you. Unless a good number of you are SJW spies. Get them. Let's see. Yeah, now's the time to build your bank. You can make cool offers after you have a war chest. Yes. You guys don't even understand the shoestring budget I'm on right now. I can't even afford the shoestring. I think you may be surprised about how Lone Star does. I can only hope that I'm surprised. I have a figure in mind that I'll be comfortable with because it just means I can afford to do it. And I have a figure in mind that I am expecting, which means that I can freaking take a breath and start building some stuff up foundationally. And then beyond that would be like dreams come true, fairy tales to come true. It can happen to you when you're on Indiegogo. Because man, I have a lot of plans with a lot of properties, and I'll be looking, if that kind of thing happens, I will really be looking for more talent to come on board. Heck, maybe some of you guys will be coming on board. Never know. Haven't seen the latest on Red Rooster. I have not either. Darn it, I closed that tab out to try to speed up my thing. But somebody get over to Red Rooster and find out what they're at, and then post it in the chat. Sketch therapy. I have a lot of bad habits from being self-taught. I love art videos. It's how I found Ethan after I got kicked outside the Star Wars gate. But once he saw The Last Jedi art videos ended, and he was next to me outside Star Wars gate. Un momento. Hello. Hang up on me, will you? All right. Got my glug water. EVS mentioned, Winamp says, EVS mentioned Punchline on his Twitter, and their Indiegogo funding has increased. Yeah, well, EVS has a lot of Twitter followers. I just broke 1,000 Twitter followers, so whoop, whoop. Oh, and I'm over 800 subscribers here. So I forgot to even mention that. That's, I mean, 800's huge. I've gone from like 150, 160 to 800 in the span of about 8 days. So that's pretty incredible. And yeah, a lot of it has to do with JoJo. Little helmet head, just opening the door and walking out. Train of thought derail. And yes, I do have my Game of Thrones shirt on from San Diego Comic-Con like 6 years ago. Punchline in Twitter. Oh, yeah. So YouTube influencers, you know, people with a lot of people on their Twitter, you know, anything like that. It's just, it's press and it's targeted advertising, because all the guys supporting Ethan are the audience that I would want for Lone Star. So, Llama Gigante, let's see some Lone Star art. But I showed you already. Oh shoot. Then I need to change the name. You guys want me to just flip through the pages again? Go like 1 through 10 again. I'm not going to show all the 20 pages that I've gotten done. That's too much. It's odd that one day is better than the other to start. Yeah, they have statistics. There's a best day of the week. There's a best day of the month. There's the best time of the year, or best month of the year. So I think September is actually the best month of the year to launch. I don't know why. I think it has something to do with school. You got to sell the hell out of it at SDCC. Yeah. Oh, shoot, that's right. That's other stuff I have to get ready for Lone Star. I focus so much of the con stuff on me selling my artwork and my prints, but I really do need to be there to promote Lone Star because it's going to be running. Yeah. Chris Energetics. Howdy, Uncle Mike. Howdy, Chris. Christ Energetics. Special tutorials and other art tips on the email list would be great. Looking forward to backing Lone Star in the meantime. Special tutorials and art tips on the email list. Huh. Okay. I'll consider that. It's all about marketing and familiarity, I assume. Yes, that is correct. And you want to target market. Part of one of the things you do is you can set up like Facebook ads, because Facebook ads can be very target marketed. But again, that's money, right? I mean, for a successful campaign, you want to be spending thousands of dollars on Facebook ads trying to reach people. I don't have thousands of dollars to spend on Facebook ads, so this first one, outside of my email list and the YouTube and the Twitter stuff and Comic-Con, I can't. I won't have the money to be doing that kind of promotion. But you know, next time around, hopefully. What do you want, buddy? What's that? How I put posters up? Fine. Fine. Okay. If you're gonna watch, you have to put headphones on. Okay, just sit over there. You can put headphones on. You can. Okay. Yeah. So, you know, the Comicsgate tact so far has been Twitter and YouTube, but when I can afford it, I'll be trying to implement a lot more of the other stuff that my friend who does the Kickstarters for a living has told me about. Zach and EVS rewrote the rules, to be honest. I don't think that's the case. Zach and EVS sold to their audience. And that's another thing that I had previous to this. It's like I know all this stuff because I've been studying all these different aspects of internet marketing for a while. But it's like having Zach and EVS have these targeted audiences. They are influencers, and they can influence their market to their particular audience. It's like if you sell healthcare products on Amazon, right? Well, if you have a YouTube channel dedicated to healthcare, you know, and then you build up an audience of 10, 20, 30,000, 100,000 people who trust you and trust your opinions because they see that what you're doing works, and they see that your opinion is valuable. Then when they say, and here I have this extra cool loofah with probiotics, and I don't know, I'm just pulling stuff out of my butt. And then they put the link in the description. That trust transfers to the product because trust is transferable. Ethan comes to you and says, go to Mike S. Miller's page. He's a great artist. He's a great guy. You came here because you trusted Ethan's opinion on art and people, right? So trust is transferable. Then he says, you know, I'm going to do my own comic book, and you're going to love it. And you guys automatically think, I trust Ethan's opinion. I'm going to love his book. I'm going to support his book. That's not rewriting the rules. That is basic YouTube influencer marketing. It's just that Zach and Ethan were the first comics guys to the table to really use it. You know, other guys have been doing standard marketing for Kickstarter and Indiegogo and whatnot. No fighting. But yeah. what they did, and they did it probably unknowingly, was use classic YouTube marketing techniques. I should have thought of it years ago, but I didn't. If you want, I could astrology for the best time to start the campaign with around your dates. Thanks, Miss Michael. Hey, Michael. Okay, but I'll pass. So, no problem, fam. Can you see who that is? I'll do it. It's Silas. Hey, Silas? Hello? Hey, he can't talk right now. I'm live streaming. Maybe you could call... Why don't you call him back when I'm on his phone? Okay, bye.
Was that a Silas?
That was that. That's what happens when you have family in your office. My only suggestion is that it begins before the 1st and after the 30th. Oh man, I totally was thinking about the 31st though. Hello, Metalhead. Sketch Therapy. The whole network thing is good. Ask for advice on it. Get into a quarterly schedule so you can live off 4 books a year. The subscription list is the same as the email list, and it's a contact list. Yeah, the subscription list becomes part of the email list. So whatever, yeah, that's the great thing about crowdfunding campaigns, and that's what a lot of these guys who are saying, oh, this is not a sustainable model. It's like, dude, you have known nothing about crowdfunding. When you're crowdfunding, let's just do simple numbers here. Say you have 100 guys buy your product on crowdfunding and they love it, right? Now you have 100 emails of people who love your product. Those 100 people are going to buy your second product if it's a series of that product. You may have a little drop off, but you have that 100 people plus whatever the number of people is you've collected in the interim, you know, and then it grows one after the other. Your business grows. This gal I was watching, where I was studying all that stuff about the YouTube marketing. The first video I saw her talking about, she was saying that she was making $40,000 a month selling waist trainers, but it was because it was on Amazon, but it was also because she was building a community of faith and trust in her products, in her as a person, and in the trust that she was getting from her viewers and her community, because she also has a website or a Facebook page where her community can come and ask her questions, and she's available to them, just like I'm available to you here. And so then the next video I saw from her was like a few months later. She said she was making $50,000 a month. So it just grows. You grow the community, you grow your audience, you grow the product line, and it's continued growth as long as you are available and reaching out and communicating with your customers. In my case, I call you guys my family. But doing it quarterly, yeah, I don't know. I may do like main books quarterly, but then launch other books in between, like, you know, like AFAR, or doing Bless This Mess, or maybe I have a few of my old comics that I'd love to see reprinted as graphic novels, but I've never had the orders to qualify them because the comic industry is broken. But if I can get you guys to support, like, say, Deal with the Devil is one of my books. If I could get just the money to print and ship those, that'd be rad. I mean, I wouldn't be expecting, like, you know, $500,000 or something. It's just if I had enough money, or if I got enough sales to qualify that for printing and shipping, that'd be fantastic. I would just, you know, I have product. I've got Six Gun Samurai. I've got the Imaginaries. I've got Lullaby. I've got, well, Devil's Keeper wasn't finished, so I wouldn't do that. Well, neither was Imaginaries, but I do want to reboot that. And I've got Deal with the Devil. And so I have all this product. Yeah, so I have lots of things I can do in the future. Black Flag, the band, ha ha ha, no. Dan Fraga has a book he used to do through Image called Black Flag. And he wants to bring that back through Indiegogo. So yeah, I hope everybody goes out and supports him too. See, I'm transferring now my trust from Ethan to me, now to Dan. If for those of you who don't know Dan, aren't familiar with his artwork, Dan's an awesome guy. He's been in this industry as long or longer than I have. I really don't know what year he started, but I remember him being part of the group in the very beginning. So, the beginning of my career, anyways. Already subbed. We bumped him last week. You sent us, yeah. Thanks, Christ Energetics. Yeah, man, got him from 866 last week when I started pumping him. He's well over 1,000 now, so he can monetize. He can get super chats. It's awesome. I'm guessing that Mr. Rollins won't be back for the Black Flag reunion. Okay, here comes the jump. I just did something in my scrolling. Yep, jumps all the way down. Scrolling back up for more. I'm like the opposite of Zach. Scrolling up for more, scrolling up for more. Almost there. This time I looked at the timestamp before it glitched out. Okay. I'll get my part recorded tonight, Mike. Thanks, Edwin. Please do. I need to get this thing done quickly. Edwin is going to be voicing at least the major part of the intro for my Indiegogo video. So as soon as he gets that in, if we get if we can get a few different versions of it, Edwin, in case you like pump or emphasize different words, and I want to see that, then I can have my son like crop it together on the video thing and use the best of all possibilities. That would be groovy. Thank you very much. I subscribe to Couch Doodles. Maybe you guys can do a live stream together. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Actually, he already said we would. Just have to figure out a time and a place and blah, blah, blah. I want to hear Edwin do the rap intro for EVS channel. Hello. Sweet Tooth, can you invite Cecil and make fun of him? I kind of feel bad making fun of Cecil because I feel like I'm the only one who does. like everyone just grins and acknowledges that he's there to be a pill, but I'm like always cracking these little side jokes at him. And it's all in good fun, so I hope he doesn't. I'm sure he doesn't take anything too seriously. I'm seeing complete synchronization from Puerto Rico. I don't know what you did, but you fixed the sync. Awesome. That's fantastic. Did you check out Streamlabs? Ah, shoot. No, I had that written somewhere. Where was that? My desk is a mess. I've shown you guys my mess desk before, so I'll have to write that down again. Dadgummit. Streamlabs. Rob and Mr. Anderson Jr. Hello, Mr. Miller. Hello, Mr. Anderson. Hello, Mr. Anderson. I'm sure you never heard that growing up. No Cecil. No Cecil. Paranoid Android. Hi, everybody. Hello, Paranoid. Champion of Shadow. I'm mowing the lawn and listening to your stream. Wow, you must have a really good headset. Champion of Shadow. I've never seen that set before. The sync is perfect now. The video and audio is in sync now. Everybody's all, yay, what did you do? I did nothing. I have no idea why it unsyncs or why it syncs. It's bizarre. Sometimes when I'm When I talk, sketch therapy. Sometimes when I talk on the live chat, I'm brainstorming, throw everything against the wall, see what sticks, and it's meant to be an idea to be taken, if good, and left behind. If bad, lots of fans do it. Firewater. Firewater? I don't know what that's in relation to. At least you didn't insult the Scottish Celts. Just saying. Oh, there's nothing to insult the Scots about. Hi. Hello. Too much soy in their diet. Interesting point. Oh my gosh, dude. I hope you guys can't hear that. I could put my headset on if it's distracting you. Soy in the diet. I was just thinking about this with Sean Lennon. Sean was raised, I think, in Japan. Obviously, he's half Japanese, but his voice is so high. Whereas like John Lennon and Julian Lennon had these great, well, sorry, that wasn't even, I can't even do my John Lennon right now. I do a John Lennon, but because he's from Liverpool. Hello, I'm John Lennon. My name's John. I'm from Liverpool. But they have these great low voices, right? And then Sean grows up in Japan, where soy is a huge part of the diet. I mean, that's why I think Japanese men are, I don't want to use the word effeminate, but maybe that's the right word. At least like in facial structure, their body types, whatever. It's all the estrogen that the soy generates or forces your body to create. And then he comes out and he has this really high-pitched voice that just doesn't seem to fit with the Lennon brand. And I was just thinking that's probably because he's a soy boy. Soy boy. Soy boy. I'm going to create a character called Soy Boy. He's going to have a little bean pod head. They have no muscles. They are soy-based. Yes, SJWs are most transparent. But on a serious note, they're just too spoiled. They are spoiled, entitled children. And I think that's a lot to do with it. Cultural Marxism happening. Yep, okay. I know which part of the stream you're talking about now. Now we're just going in circles. I miss comedy. I miss comedy too. Comedy used to be funny. There's going to be a point to when you can barely keep up with the super chats. Don't feel bad if you can't read every comment, but make sure it's a good idea, tool for you to take what you think is good. Yes. Blazing Saddles would cause riots, right? I would love it if they would once in a while they'll take an old movie and they'll redistribute it like to full theaters. Oh, I would pay. I would literally pay to have Blazing Saddles do like a 1 weekend run all across America and just see what the reaction. It would cause riots. It would. Android, Mike, I hope you are well. Question: would you consider imparting some wisdom on how to study drawing for a beginner? At my age, I need to be efficient with my time. Yeah, I would go buy one book. If you're just going to study one thing, get George Bridgman's Complete Guide to Drawing from Life. And then study it like a textbook. Don't just look at the pictures, but study it. He explains a lot. So there you go. My veins show, but I don't have thin skin. You just have very white skin, I assume. Beans, Parb, SJWs, murdered comedy. Even old SJWs have thin skin. It's like a disease. Yes. Tell me if you guys want me to put my headset on. If that's distracting. Everybody is offended. Everyone's offended. No one wants to hear anything that's funny. Everyone's offended. Freedom of speech is pretty much dead these days. That is the sad state of things. Do you still spend time practicing the fundamentals of your craft? I don't get enough practice and study in. I admit to that. There are some things I know I still need to focus on and get better at. But often at times I am just too busy to take the time out to do that. So, oh my gosh, dude, can't you go play on the phone? Huh? I need another set of headsets. Oh, I can give him my headset. Here. That skills on D&D. MySpace all totally pimped out. Got people filling from my top 8 spaces. You know, how to 1,000 places. Ain't got a grill, but I still wear braces. All my sandwiches and mayonnaise. I'm always my sweet back away for days. There is no man, however wise, who has not at some period said things or lived in a way so unpleasant to him in later life that he would expunge it from his memory. Marcel Proust. Those are wise words. Yeah, there are things I've done that I would love to expunge from my memory. I'm German and Polish, so I don't know how to insult myself without hurting your own feelings. Yeah, that's it. Fake outrage. They are joyless. McCarthy did nothing wrong. No, he didn't. McCarthy was right. McCarthy was right. I think we should make a shirt out of that. Bring back McCarthy. McCarthy 2.0, something like that. Monty Python is another one that wouldn't fly today. And yet, I follow John Cleese on Twitter. He is the worst SJW in, at least out of England. Wow, what a left. Oh, it drives me nuts because Monty Python was like mother's milk to me growing up, and it just so bothers me that he's such a left-wing dingbat. I mean, it's the leftism has killed his comedy. He's not funny. I mean, he's a comedian, and he should be saying things that are witty at least, or funny you would hope, but all he does is just bitch and complain about right, social justice causes and crap like that. And it's like, I've pointed that out to him several times. He has not responded to me. Thanos was right. Metalhead. That is the leftist position, isn't it? Just kill half the universe so that the earth can flow. McCarthy was right. Nick Miller, you know me. One swell family. What's up, Brett? You're watching my live stream. Ronald Reagan. So, hey, Brett, make sure Silas doesn't call this room while I'm on a live stream. Okay. Ronald Reagan saw the threat. Yep. McCarthy did nothing wrong. Half of life could be SJW. Good amount voted for. Yeah. Okay. SJWs will lambast you for anything, even if they have to make something up to do it. Oh, they do that all the time. They'll make something up, or they'll just make something you say into something 1,000 times worse than what it is, and then just give you the most nefarious reasons or motivations, and just they just want to think you're stupid or evil, and they want everyone to believe you're stupid or evil so that nobody has to believe the words that come out of your mouth. That's the bottom line. Just look at the reaction to the Comicsgate Alliance poster. I know, it's like the poster that broke the world. Those people flipped out so bad. Oh, you know what? Talking about the poster, I should take a moment to pay the bills. I do have the poster available. I think you all know what it looks like. I showed it earlier on here. So the Comicsgate poster here is available. Cyberfrog, Jawbreakers, Thump, USG, USAGI. This rabbit, the Black Hops rabbit, Red Rooster, Cyberfrog, Salamandroid, Lone Star, the Unknown Soldiers. So this poster is available currently, the $20 print version, in my shop. Do me a favor though, the shop is in the description, so just go down right. Oh gosh, I'm not even sharing the screen again. All right, let me share the screen. I'm such a hack. Sorry guys. Here, just let me finish my little spiel. Okay, sharing your screen. So yeah, this is the poster. It is available on my shop right now, which is in the description. It's $20. I don't have the metal version available. I am ordering the metal 18 by 20s or 12 by 18s. I'm hoping that my printer is not an SJW who refuses to print it. Otherwise, I do have another guy in like Wisconsin that can do 11 by 17s or 12 by 18s. But please, 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 if you're going to buy this in my store, I don't want to take the time and effort to pack something for 20 bucks. I live in San Diego. 20 bucks buys you like 2 burritos. I'm not in like, you know, Uzbekistan or someplace where 20 bucks can feed my family for a week. So if you can purchase at least one other print, or if you are feeling generous, order enough prints to paper your wall, wallpaper your wall. I have over 200 prints available in my store. They are all 11 by 17, 80-pound cover stock paper, gorgeous laser printed, or not laser printed. What are the? It's the printer is like the size of 2 VW buses put together. A great printer here in San Diego, and he does these amazing quality prints. So please, 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 you know, help me feed my starving children and go to the store again in the link. Share the link with your friends. Get me some shekels. This is a Ferengi-based operation, and we do require some credits here. And once again, yes, this is the if you have previously joined my mailing list, this is the email that you got this morning, which granted you a free 100 DPI 11 by 17 image of the Comics 8 universe. This very image here, if you wanted to print it out in a lower resolution version on your home computer because you can't afford to go to my website and feed my children. So that said, that is my commercial for my web store and my email list, which again is in the description. Please click follow, and you'll be. I'm not going to do emails more than maybe twice a month, maybe, unless I'm doing a Kickstarter, or not a Kickstarter, Indiegogo, which needs a special announcement or something like that. But there will be special deals in upcoming emails. So get on that special secret society of those who want to be on my email list, and there we go. Hop a banana. So let's get back to the chitty chat. Actually, let me check something else real quick. All right, I got, ooh, nice. About 20 of you have signed up from this live feed. That's fantastic. Now, if 20 of you could go buy some prints, I can afford dinner tonight. Let's see. Lambast you for anything. Have you seen Stefan Molyneux's video on McCarthy? No, I love Stefan Molyneux. I'll check it out when I have time. I've been doing a lot of other stuff lately, so I haven't been just doing that, sitting down and doing any drawing, and that's when I usually do my watching of YouTube videos and whatnot. Good news is we have another McCarthy, but the bad news is she only makes bad comedy movies. A zing. Swell family. Oi, it's me, C. Yeah, I kind of figured that's a good name there. And if you want to do videos on a certain topic later on, you can always change that name, like I said, on YouTube or Google Plus. I'll help you through. Let me know when you have some stuff up that I can push you. Medical terms are demonized now. Hermaphrodite, just to name one. It's loony. Oh, that is the trick of the left. They love to change the meanings and the motivation of words so that they can be offended, so that they can cause strife, so that they can generate sympathy for their group identities, so that they can separate us as a people, so that they can destroy our way of life. That's what they do. It starts with language. It's 1984. George Orwell was like a prophet of what is going on with the SJWs. It's like they took 1984 and they used it as a manual for how to destroy the country and the world. And they've been doing a very spot-on job doing it. I always use the example of Oriental. I am an Oriental, right? My ancestry comes from this wonderful place called the Orient. It is Eastern Asia. You call me Asian, you lump me in with an entire continent of people who have nothing to do with my culture. And so it's really annoying when the left does this. They do it with all kinds of words. And yeah, hermaphrodite is just the latest. I mean, oh my gosh, these, transvestites and transsexuals, they used to call themselves trannies 20 years ago, 10 years ago probably. And now it's a pejorative. It's so infuriating. Okay, here's one, and I'll get in trouble for it. The United Negro College Fund. How about the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People? Right? These are words that the African American has used. The Congressional Black Caucus. Now we're not even supposed to say black. The words they used as self-identifiers, African Americans have used as self-identifiers, for some reason keep falling out of favor because they want to be offended? Why would you want to be offended? Call me whatever you want. Call me a Jap. I don't care. And that's like the funny thing. I was having this discussion with my wife last night. How people on the right take the words that were meant to offend them, pick them up, and use them as a rallying cry. So that wingbat who ran for president, Hillary, calls us deplorables. And what does everyone on the right do? We're deplorables! Right? They call us Comics Gate. And what do? We're Comics Gate! Right? Whereas on the flip side, oh, we're colored people. Now we're offended because you called us colored people. We're social justice warriors. They're calling us social justice warriors. It's like they get offended by the things they name themselves, because when we say it, we kind of mean it as a pejorative, because what they stand for is so stupid. Not black, okay, take the whole black thing away. I honestly don't know why they keep changing what we're supposed to call African Americans and then being offended by it 10 years later. It just boggles my mind. But SJWs in general, this is how they act, right? Progressive, liberal. Now it's socialist. Now they're embracing socialists. Maybe they were just getting rid of the old labels so they could eventually get to socialist, and then they'll start getting offended by socialists and just say, call us communists, because that's what we are. That's probably coming in about 5 or 10 years, maybe even by the next presidential election. Who knows? So that's my rant on that. I was talking to my wife about it just last night. It's so funny. I'm black, white, and Indian, as all Puerto Ricans are. I am 100% American, 100% Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican. I see no need for all these divisions. Marxism is divisionism. I am a body that will not be divided like many in Puerto Rico. Yes, that's right. That's why I was having this argue with the alt-right dude last night on Twitter, because I posted up something about, you know, if you are a Vox Day alt-right racist, then just know that I am half Japanese. I am a mongrel, and so know that going in if you want to tap out. And then a couple of alt-right people came in, and they were like mad at me for saying it, and one of them's like, "Oh, I just unfollowed you, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Hey, you know what? Vox has said point blank on his blog that he does not believe in mixing races, and right or wrong, in my opinion, that is a racist position." Now, I understand that the term racist has very negative connotations, even though some of the people I love the most in this world are racist, just because they're from an older generation. It's, you know, it was a cultural norm that they're not gonna outgrow because the world has changed around them. But it is what it is. And so the interesting thing is, because they are not the thin-skinned SJWs, it is a weird paradigm, because even though I do disagree with them, and on a very basic and fundamental level, they were willing to discuss the disagreement, and they were willing to try to put forth their evidence. And it went back and forth for a while, and I am unmoved, and I'm hoping that I put some ideas into their head that you know, they're all about defending the white race, but their reasoning was, we have to defend the white race because all of the other races are attacking them, and half of me, because I'm half white or whatever, but I'm a mongrel, so I don't qualify. And so while my point I was trying to make to them is that what you're doing is adopting the nefarious tactics of the people who you are against. And so you are lowering yourself to a standard that you, I think, abhor. So I think what they're just doing it out of fear, and their position was that oh, well, one thing one of them said, which was, I was like, wow, you did not just say that, was that they don't blame me for being a mongrel. They, you know, because you don't blame a person, like you don't blame the kid who's, you know, born retarded, or you don't blame the kid, you know, you don't. And I'm like, I can't remember all that he said, but it was like, do you not even understand what you just said? You're like, you're not blaming me for being something that's wrong or abnormal or however you want. And I'm like, dude, first of all, mixed blood people are like the healthiest, and as you can tell from me, the most beautiful people on earth. I'm just kidding. But no, oftentimes, and it doesn't really, oftentimes it doesn't matter what races you're mixing. Mixed blood people are among the most beautiful and healthiest people on earth, because they have a greater degree of genetic variance than pedigrees. I mean, you see this in dogs. You can breed dogs to an infinitesimal amount where you have, you know, a giant short-haired dog like a Great Dane has a very, very short and some often unhealthy life towards the end. Whereas you breed a bunch of dogs together and you create a mutt, and that thing will live to be 100 years old. Genetic variation is important to the health of a species. And so when you're just narrowing and narrowing and narrowing your genetics, then yeah, it's not healthy for the species. Now, granted, you can have, you know, white genetic variation from Ireland breed with white genetic variation from Russia, and you still get genetic variation. But I think, you know, I made the point. There's nothing intrinsically or externally wrong with mixed breed people, mongrels, of which I am. So let me close my door again real quick. But yeah, like I was saying, even though they were adamantly against what I was saying, and I'm adamantly against what they're saying, at least they were willing to discuss it ad nauseum. Whereas you disagree with an SJW, and 9 times out of 10, they will just scream at you, tell you you're a racist, a bigot, a homophobe, a blah blah blah, 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 every name under the sun, and then block you. So what's the difference there? It's wow, I get really long-winded. This is a tweet from 11:50. Oh my gosh, that's almost an hour ago. I'm sorry, guys. I'm taking way too long, aren't I? Senator McCarthy didn't focus on the media. He focused on communism and the government. It was a hustle on American activities that focused on Hollywood. Oh, okay. Yeah. They should have focused on academia, because academia in the 60s, 70s the Marxists took over academia. The only actual irony in my generation are memes. Yeah, but the left can't meme. They think speech is violence. Yes, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not going to read that one again. Misgender someone, and it's violence. Yeah. It is. I don't know. They get so offended. But, you know, facts don't care about your feelings. Words are violence. Meanwhile, they call actual violence a form of protest. That's right. Yeah, they're willing to actually burn cars, burn buildings, shoot police. That's all okay, but God forbid I say that there's a man in a dress, because that means I'm Satan. McCarthy was onto something. There were Soviet agents in every state capital. Yeah, that's right. McCarthy didn't go far enough, I guess. Well, not I guess. History proves McCarthy didn't go far enough. There are only words. They can choose to get over it like grown-ups. Words hurt, guys, says Mr. Anderson. Zero depressive. Blacklist universe. What if I told you that Get Woke, Go Broke is too spicy for Teespring? Are you serious? That's hilarious. Wow, maybe we'll have to do it through crypto fashion. Lama Gigante. When someone says words are violence, ask them, word or fist? Yeah, right. Well, you know, when you have words like tattooed on your knuckles, that's when words become violence. What's Isaac doing? Isaac is watching YouTube. Do you want to go grab mommy's phone and call Silas? Oh, Mike is talking to him?
He's playing Fortnite.
Oh. There's only 2 genders, though, and I have no idea why that's even a hard concept to grasp. I don't either, my brother. I don't either. Although you may be a girl, so my friend, my family, mi amigo, I don't know. 3 genders, male, female, giant, llama. Yeah! I hate the double standard. On one hand, they say the opposite. So they still oppose all discrimination, but then they oppose Amy Barrett or the SCOTUS because of her religion. No. They only oppose discrimination that suits their agenda. Okay? Don't pretend like they're fair-minded. Ah, yes, the giant llama. I guess which one I am. Guess which one I am. Okay, you guys are just talking amongst yourselves. Hitler attacked Russia, LOL. Oddly, Russia and Hitler had a non-aggression treaty prior to that, which neither of them had intended on keeping, and then Hitler attacked Russia. And then Russia, yeah. I refuse to recognize giant. Okay, enough with the giant llamas. Take it to your own page, kids. Russia went from communism to socialism and is headed for capitalism, so SJWs hate Russia. That's right. Actually, interesting point. Did you know that one of the very first things Vladimir Putin did when he got into office the first time around as president, Russia was, you know, still in massive debt from the Cold War, right? And apparently he took a good lesson from Margaret Thatcher and Ronald Reagan on capitalism, because what he did, or on small government capitalism, what he did was he cut Russia's tax rate down from, I think, if I can remember correctly, it was around 70%, and he cut it down to a 13% flat tax. He got all of the oligarchs to actually pay their taxes instead of hiding their money, because there was like this ridiculously high tax rate. And then he did something that was very Putin. He made an example of one of the oligarchs. But they all started kicking in, and everyone started paying 13% tax, a lower tax rate that, you know, was fairly negligible compared to the super crazy tax rate there was before. And Putin got Russia out of debt for the first time since before the Cold War. So yeah, the SJW communist lovers hate that. They probably hate him more for his policies than they do for, you know, oh, well, he's ex-KGB, he's, you know, he's a bad man. And it's like I guarantee they hate his policies because they're not socialist or communist enough for them. Germany attacked USSR, that's why they joined the US. Yes, I did attack Russia. Wait, giant llama, girl Ethan offered work. The girl Ethan offered work to attack him. What? Yeah, she threatened to bury it. It threatened to bury an axe in his head. Michael says Ethan is a triple XL man. I don't know why you guys gotta do that to Ethan. He's not. If Ethan offered me work, I'd have a heart attack, says Damn Tuga. Yeah. Yeah, he's got to start hiring some people, I think, if he's going to do. He's probably going to launch some other stuff, so. Yeah, she got weird and violent towards him. Yeah, that's what they do. Because I'm going to skip down a little bit here. SJW is too egotistical. Hey, guys, I've been to their house. Oh. Brett, is that you now, or is Silas on talking? I created both Army Vet Rod and Cyberfrog fan art, but I was more political in my Army Vet Rod. Okay. How far would you go to fulfill your duty? What would you be willing to sacrifice? How far would you go to fulfill your duty? What would you be willing to sacrifice? Edwin, is that from the script? Spiro said that wasn't very ladylike. Yeah. Okay. Brett, I don't know if you can hear this, but Silas is posting stuff that he should not be posting on the page. So I'm going to go ahead and delete those. If you could get your child under control, that would be great. You are born a man, have your genitals removed. You're a man with no penis, not a woman. No, you're a eunuch at that point. That's what that's called. There is a word for it. So if I may send Ethan the video. Reminds me of the trans satire Frank Cho did in Liberty Meadows back in the day. Gosh, I'd love to get Frank Cho to do an alternate cover for Lone Star, but I don't know. I've never really been friendly with Frank. I mean, we've spoken a few times at conventions, but I don't know really. I don't know if he'd be willing to. That'd be awesome, though. I love his work. I've tried to be less emotional and reactionary because I don't want me flying off the handle all the time. Yeah. I just signed up for the email list. Thank you, Matthew. Sounds like the Ben Shapiro episode with the tranny you were talking about. Yeah. So family, EVS, Comic Pro Secrets, Swell Family. Guys, one Swell Family right now has gone from being my friend to my friend's 11-year-old. 11 or 5? 11. 12? 11-year-old child. So take that with a grain of salt when you're responding to him. Hula Dancing Channel. I've given up on Star Wars. I have my 6 movies. Franchise forever. Yeah, Star Wars. I'm not going to ever turn this into a Star Wars channel. Just a time. Never mind. I was going to say I want to abort. Damn, two guy. I only need to improve on perspective and dynamic figures. I think you should have a more critical. I haven't even seen your stuff, but generally speaking, people need to improve on everything. I need to improve on everything. So Isaac's my best friend. Aw, he said Isaac's his best friend. Isaac. Star Wars people are getting banned. Gamers are getting banned. Toy geeks getting banned from all the chats and tweets. They get muted and blocked for being moderate. Centrist touching on a subject is okay. Yeah, you know what? In part, that is why I very much want everyone on the email list, because I don't know, the YouTube overlords aren't big fans of conservatives, and so this channel may vanish. Who knows? I may have to end up on Twitch or something like that. And if something like that happens, then I need to be able to get to you guys to let you know where I am. So another good reason to go down over here to the description, click on my mailing list and subscribe to that. I'm not going to bombard your emails. Like I said, I'll probably do a couple a month unless I have something very, very special I need to announce. So please do that. And also go to my web store and buy my swag. Obama also said it was unreasonable to expect 3% economic growth anymore. Look at us now. Obama said a lot, and very little of it was true. OMG, dude, I want solar so bad. That's so cool. Yeah, actually, I didn't have to pay for my solar. Okay, not technically not true. I worked with a company called Sunrun, and they did what they did was they created a lien on my home, a lien that allowed a funding company to pay in full for the solar, and then the payments for the solar were attached to the escrow for my home for a 20-year lease. So I didn't pay a dime up front, except for I had to have my roof. I had to have my roof fixed, re-roofed, because it was like a roof on top of a roof. They just like slapped an old roof on top of, or a new roof on top of an old roof. But anyways, yeah, if you guys want solar, use Sunrun and tell them I sent you. I think maybe I'll get like a $250 Visa gift card if people sign up for it, something like that. But yeah, it was so nothing up front, and then it's like $264 a month added to my mortgage, which I live in San Diego. It's only that expensive because I have a huge solar system now on my roof, and so it's like, dude, I've had $800 electricity bills, so $240 or $264 is nothing in the grand scheme of things. Friends last year for some question. You didn't build that. I know, right? You didn't draw that comic book. Somebody else made that paper. Somebody else gave you that pencil. Somebody else, blah, blah, blah. What a jackass. Mike, do you read any modern day comics? No, actually I don't. I haven't. I only go to the comic book store to shoot the crap, talk with people. You know, probably a couple times a month. But I don't buy any new books. I've read a few of the new books, but I wouldn't say I do it consistently. The police acted stupidly before any of the evidence is in. But if there's a shooter who happens to be Muslim, please don't jump to conclusions. Already liked at the start. Thank you, Dan Tuga. If you haven't liked that, smash that like button. Go ahead and do it, please. I would appreciate it. Withholding my like until I'm made to feel special. Oh, Cray Cray. Oh, Cray Cray. Won't you be my neighbor? I'm looking at you, Giant Law. 72 would block up my sweatshirt, my AC that low. I would be keep it around 79 here. Well, the thing is, I turn it down to 72, but it's hot, and my house is very poorly insulated. But now that I have solar, I don't have to worry about that. So it never actually gets down to 72. It's probably, I'd call it 75 in here right now. How about this? You're at least a better person than every SJW. I will take that. I will take that. Oh man, I'm getting hungry. It's 1:05 here. Better rush. Let's see, it's 12. Geez, I'm still an hour behind. I think I need to skip through some of these. Let's see here, but it's not that. I am special. You going, JoJo? Ditko's passing has me reading the classic artists from the Silver Age. Ditko, Kirby King. Oblama's Excuse for Being Failure, 4th edition, forward by Hillary Arcliffe. I actually like when it came in. SJWs come to troll and end up enjoying the freedom in the chat they don't have among their friends. It's a weird and fun phenomenon. The red pill frees them, so will the Red Rooster and Lone Star. Yes, connected Lone Star universe confirmed. The Lone Star is in the Lone Star is part of the Blacklist universe. It is a very broad universe. Yeah, man. Maybe sometime this week I'll do more Lone Star dedicated videos, more Blacklist dedicated videos. I really do need to start pumping that up. I know Edwin wants to get together and do something, so yeah. Wouldn't mind joining in a series of yours if I have enough time. We shall see. Okay, Red Rooster update. 69,564 dollars raised by 1,157 backers. See, now that I could definitely live with. That would definitely get me finished. Well, they take their cut. It's pay for printing, coloring, lettering, production, shipping, packaging. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a lot of money, but I wouldn't get rich off of that. But that would definitely be enough, I think, to get me through the first book. I was looking for my phone. That's Spanish appropriation. SJW prank call. Glug glug. 69,654. Yeah, they'll hopefully they'll be over 70,000 soon. So 565. Landline? Yes, I have a landline still. I'm getting calls. I'm always texting. Congrats. 69,564. Hey, why don't you guys get over there? If you have not supported Red Rooster already, grab the $25 or the $50 one. Let's see if we can get him over 70,000 by the end of my stream. That'd be great. And then you could just shoot him a note, say, you know, Mike Miller sent me, Blacklist Universe sent me, or whatever. I don't even know if he's streaming right now, but that'd be fantastic to get to 70. He's got to be streaming right now, right? He's almost at 70,000. He's got to be live streaming for that. So yeah, get over there if you have not already, please. We got to support each other. This is again, you guys are all part of the Rebel Alliance against the empire of DC Marvel Empire. Got to shill and build anticipation. Live sketch Lone Star. Ooh, I could do that. Maybe I'll do a second video later today, and I'll do a Lone Star live sketch. Only one person would dare give me the raspberry. Lone Star. Spaceballs. Fucking love Spaceballs. Thank you for not swearing, by the way. If Lone Star had a Who's Who page, what would it say? Who is he? I can give the pitch again. Lone Star was a World War II Navy fighter pilot who was tasked with a special squadron of high-tech, top-secret airplanes designed with a special alloy derived. Well, I'm not going to say that. That's great. Tasked to take down the German Übermensch called the Iron Cross. The Iron Cross mortally wounds Lone Star in a battle, and Lone Star is drafted into a super secret super soldier program that is designed not to fight Nazis or communists, but to find the monsters and the creepy crawlers of the world. And so he's the first of what become known as become unknown as the Unknown Soldiers, a core group of 6 such soldiers who were taken from the brink of death in battle and given a serum that it's like their one last shot to survive. Like otherwise they'd just expire. And if they do survive, they become more than human. I'm not going to say they become like superhuman. There's no like Superman level guys in there. They're just they have heightened senses. They have different unique abilities. But yeah, they are the ones that hunt those that go creepy crawly in the night. And so they're basically monster first responders, right? And they get stationed in these different locations. In Lone Star, the first book, they are stationed in Los Angeles, and they are hunting a vampire. What? You took my phone. I don't have it. Go ask mommy, not me. Close. Never closes the door. So yeah, so like most first responders, they spend most of their time sitting around waiting for something to happen, right? You ever been to a fire station? They just waiting for something to happen, waiting for an alarm. But what they're waiting for is actionable intel, so that they can go and dispatch the monsters with extreme prejudice. So, but due to the events of Lone Star's upbringing, the tragedy in his life, in his childhood, he has an ingrained sense of like a need to use the gifts that he has been given to aid and protect and save those who need saving. So one of his senses is that of fear. He can sense fear like a predator, but rather than use it in a predatory way, he uses it to find the people who are in need of help in dire situations. So that is Lone Star in a nutshell. That's the who's who. I can't get into a lot of the stuff in the actual story because there's like some great like M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong type twists that people don't see coming, and they always comment how great it is that they didn't see it coming. So I don't want to give anything away. So that's all you're going to get out of me. Make sure you know how much your cost will be before you launch. Yeah, I will. Live streams on yours and other channels, best way to engage with fans. Yeah, right? Agreed. Best way to get attention for Lone Star? Harness the mighty power of CISO. Cecil needs to work on his comedy act. He would kill. I have just messed up or something. EBS turns me on to so many new YouTube and Twitter people. Yeah, he's a very powerful voice in the space. Yeah, I hope someday like he gets up to like 1 million subscribers. I know someone whose brother does that, and it's like bananas, the money that comes in from that. Using the rules the right way. That's why I came here. Not seeing all these people talking, and I'm on live chat. EBS brought us here. Yay! It's sustainable. Sustainable as long as the product is good. Yeah. Well, you know, in this market, with this new paradigm, that is true. But you can have a great comic book come out through Image. Dan was telling me, or not telling me, but he was on his live stream yesterday saying, you know what, he did a book at Image, sold 10,000 copies, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but in comic book vernacular, that's a lot of stinking copies, right? I mean, imagine me selling 10,000 copies of Lone Star through Indiegogo. I'd be gobsmacked. But after he had to pay the Image fee, which I think just keeps going up and up and up, printers, colorists, this, that, the other, everything, he made $80 on a book that sold 10,000 copies. You know, that is unsustainable. The Image model, completely unsustainable. Image soaks so many. If you have a comic book, do not go through Image. They charge, 10 years ago, it was $2,500 publishing fee, right? Which a lot of their books, I guarantee you, aren't making $2,500 in profit for the creators. So they're making money. Nobody else is making. They might have changed things. So take what I said with a grain of salt. But yeah, it's untenable. It's untenable unless you're, you know, you've got a TV show like The Walking Dead pimping your product. Good luck making money in Image. That is an unsustainable model. It only takes 1,000 fans to sustain a healthy career in the arts. Well, not 1,000 fans at Image. I come from Ethan. He was honest about Star Wars. I saw his video before YouTube deleted it. I saw him under attack for being honest. He showed me Zach was under attack. I bought Jawbreakers because I hear honesty. Well, I hope you hear that from me too. Exactly quarterly, like Jawbreakers for big numbers, and smaller books like keep going, Zach. I followed up 1219. This is going to jump down. Yep, it jumped down. Oh, Edwin was saying some stuff. Edwin, if nothing else, it will be interesting to come back and watch a few of these in the future to see how everyone's hopes and fears were realized, or what we didn't anticipate. Yes. So, all right, let's get back up to where I were. Don't let your memes be dreams. Zero depressives. Scrolling down for more. Jonathan says he has the original Black Flag series. Absolutely loved it back in the day. It's exciting to hear it's making a return. Yes, and if again, if you're not following Couch Doodles already, get over there and click subscribe. Dan produces some fantastic artwork and videos. That'd be great. I want to hear Edwin read comics live on YouTube and make all the voices. I want to see this alliance thrive and become the new standard bearer for the comics industry. Need quality, volume, presence, and a great amount of goodwill to the fans of comics and superhero books. I agree, Christ Energetics. And what I really hope is that, like, when some of these other guys who have their own YouTube channels and want to produce comics, don't use it as a vanity play, right? Like, you know, Zach, Diversity in Comics, he saw what he was doing, and he's like, all right, I need to get a top pro to draw this book. because he wasn't doing it as a vanity play. He was doing it sort of like as a challenge. You know, put up or shut up. If you think you can produce a better comic, then go for it. That's what we need. If you're like, I don't know, I don't want to use Captain Cummings. That umbrella guy, right? Say that umbrella guy has a great idea for a comic book. If I don't know, I've never read any of his stuff. This is all theoretical. If he's not a good writer, hire a good writer. There are a plethora of excellent conservative writers who could use the money, right? Could use the jobs and the exposure for being on his channel. Not an artist, hire a professional artist. Don't have an eye for what professional level art is. Get somebody who does. Have Ethan or me or Zach or somebody who knows good art from bad to help you find or at least screen your possible guys. Let's make sure that we don't use this as vanity and pride and try to create projects that aren't of a level that can compete or trounce the very stuff that we're complaining about, right? I think everyone should agree with me on that, and I hope nobody takes it as a dig, because I haven't seen anybody producing anything. So this is just me speculating on what can happen in the future. Michael says, my Comicsgate journey, diversity in comics, to Ethan, to Mitch, and myself. I drop in on various others when I notice a tweet from any of the above or guesting, but I'm running out of bandwidth to follow new people. I do want to say I'm not lumping in Couch Doodles with diversity in comics. My whole thing, or not diversity in comics, with Comicsgate, my whole thing about Comicsgate has always been it's like an article of faith where you know what Comicsgate is about, right? If you agree with what Comicsgate is about, then that doesn't make you Comicsgate. You have to take that one other step of vocalizing that you agree and that you are. So if you want to be Comicsgate, you not only have to agree with everything, but you have to be willing to say that you agree with everything, right? And I really do think we as a community need like a 95 thesis. We need to hammer a thesis to the door of the industry and say, this is what we're about. You're with us or you're against us. And if you want to be part of it, all you have to do is come out and say that you agree with this stuff. Now, Dan, I don't even know what Dan's politics are. All I know is he's a great freaking guy. So I'm not lumping him in with Comicsgate. I'm just lumping him in with awesome artist, great guy. All right. So any SJWs out there who's saying, oh, well, Mike Miller's Comicsgate and he's promoting Dan Fraga. I'm doing it because Dan's a great guy and a great artist. I literally don't know what any of his politics are. So do with that what you will. I promote him. I've never heard him even talk about his politics, so you probably won't either. He probably will never even mention it on his page. But just trust me, he's a fantastic human being. Newsflash: no one takes your seriously. I don't know what that means. Oh, it's Oz. It's Matt. Hey, Matt's on off. Matt, it's no one takes you seriously. Please pay attention to what you're writing. Japanese men look so soft. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it's that there's a huge amount of soy in the Japanese diet, and it's there during puberty, and I mean from birth through death, you are eating soy products with like every meal. So it is what it is. It explains why Japanese women are generally the most feminine type of women. That is also true. That is also true. Yeah, very dainty, very soft doll-like features. It's yeah. Wait, Ethan already took that idea. Wait, what idea? Never mind. Check out Owen Benjamin's Soy Boy song. You'd love him, and I have heard Owen Benjamin's Soy Boy song. Satire is dead. How can anyone write something more absurd than today's real life? I know, right? Where all the white women at? For those who don't know, that's from Blazing Saddles. And if you don't know, for the love of all that is holy, go watch Blazing Saddles. It is one of the funniest movies in all of Hollywood history. And is stolen by some. Traditionally, the Japanese Koreans have a huge intake of fish and iodine, which nullifies some of the negative estrogenic side effects of soy, but it's not bulletproof. Is that true? That's interesting. Also, fresh energetics, because of how much iodine is in the Japanese diet, you'll notice, like, nobody freaking died from radiation poisoning from Fukushima, right? I mean, my mom watches Japanese TV like all day, every day. Nobody died from the radiation poisoning because, like, on the ship, like the Navy ships that were in the bay at the time, they had to take iodine pills because it's the iodine in your system that gets irradiated. You take in irradiated iodine, and that's what causes, like, cancer and all the deleterious effects of radiation poisoning. But they give you iodine pills when you're in the Navy, or if you're dealing with radiation and stuff prior to exposure to radiation, so that the radiation doesn't affect So you basically, I don't want to say you become immune to it, but it really, really weakens or lessens the effect of radiation on your system. And so they take the iodine pills, but everyone in Japan's already, and that's the thing, is that iodine, your body can only absorb so much iodine, right? And the rest you just pee out or whatever. And so the Japanese diet is so chock full of iodine. Prior to that happening, it's like the radiation didn't affect it. So if there's going to be a nuclear fallout anywhere, Japan's a good place for it. Or any like high seafood bearing. I mean, dude, they eat so much seaweed. Seaweed's chock full of iodine. Seafood, everything. It's crazy. The family noise is kind of cool. Makes it real. Thank you. I know. You don't think I should bolt the door then? But then you just hear dong, 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 dong. Thanks for the tip, Mike. Drawing book. Hey, Apple, hey, damn, can you make those things? Tutorial videos on drawing. Can you make more? I will make more. Yes, I will make more. I'm glad I'm being helpful in my tutorials. Mr. Sizzle Art is back. What's up, Sizzle? John Cleese is a freaking genius. He is a genius. That's what drives me nuts about him being such a left-wing SJW crybaby. It drives me nuts. And yes, when Amp, he has lost his sense of humor because he's an SJW. Price Energize. Hi, everybody. Let's bombard EVS next stream and get Uncle Mike over 1K. Ah, that'd be awesome. Thanks, guys. Although, I don't know. Is that going to bother Ethan? I don't want to bother him. I'd like to go back over on his show sometime. We'll do that. We'll plan something like that out. I liked having him over on my show, too. That was fun. It was just like a sit-down. It was like hanging out in a studio, and everybody's just listening. Cleese knows you're right about him. That's why he doesn't answer. Yeah. You guys are passing out guns, beer, and freedom. You know something's wrong with today's comedy when Amy Schumer still keeps getting movies. Yeah. It's true. Sad but true. Mr. Sizzler, quick, hit the like button. Where are we at? I got 86 likes and only 59 viewers, so yeah, please do smash that like button anyways. Hey, Mike, I'm so excited for your Lone Star, Ethan Cyberfrock, Mitch's Red Rooster, and Zach's Jawbreakers. I believe all these comic books are going to blow every SJW's comic out of the water. That is the goal. Let us hope and pray that that's what happens. I mean, the grand total of all those crowdfundings is going to be over $1 million by the end of the month. So, I mean, we're making a pretty big mark on the industry already. Did you do the Calvin-themed ones too? Oh, these back here? Yeah, that's my artwork. I don't have the 20 by 30s available on my store, but I do have 11 by 17. So if you want to go to my store down here in the thing, you can get the Comicsgate Alliance print. You can get a bunch of Calvin and Hobbes themed spoof prints of a bunch of different characters. I have Dean and Sam from Supernatural. I have Doctor and Rose. I have all kinds of stuff. So yeah, go check it out. It's in the store. Buy 2 or more, please. I don't want to sit here packing a bunch of $20 things. I do have other things to do, but I do need the money. So if that's all you can afford, then please, by all means. Oh my God, I finally got Spark Post to accept PDF attachment created in my .NET solution via the Iron PDF. But I don't even know what y'all talking about. Coding while listening to Mike is therapeutic. Should I use my NPR voice again, or is it too low? My family says I mumble. I hope you guys don't think I mumble. I assume it as Ferengi-based op, all your women are nude. I'm sorry, we don't roll that way in my household, so Isaac, can you just go get me a glass of ice water, please? Please and thank you. Actually, I'm probably gonna have to take a bathroom break here in a minute. Oh, here, take this to the kitchen too. Thank you. Kick work, Mike. I have spent far too much money already backing comics on Indiegogo, but once my wallet heals, I will be buying some prints from you. Oh, thank you, Lego Ghost. Thank you. Rooster Puncher likes my work. Jesse Miller, every time I draw a face, it looks like the same face. Can you do a video on character individuality for faces? Someday, Jesse. I can't do it now. I am trying to work on a specific timeline or a specific guideline for my tutorial videos where I am going from, you know, basics, and we're still in basics now, to things like you're mentioning, details and whatnot. Skep asked, what is your position on the traps question? My position is I have no idea what you're talking about. Did I miss something? Thank you. That's all the water we have? We have gallons of water. I'm just going to make you do it again.
It's not going to it up.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you can go ask her if we have food.
He's making food.
I feel your pain. Try using different types of faces. Did he open the Indiegogo? Control language, control thoughts, people. Being a band, it's all about power. Some of my best friends are hermaphrodites. Well, good for you. Language is a superpower. Haha. Who said you aren't allowed to say black? Oh, I can't remember who it was. I was talking to somebody on Twitter, and it was some, you know, woke black dude, and I said black, and he's like, oh, well, oh, now I know I don't have to listen. Sorry. Now I know I don't have to listen to you, because I just picture him because it was a big black dude. Because I said black instead of African American, and I'm like, money, all my freaking black friends call themselves black. You know, it's like, it's only you woke wannabe offended SJWs who want to be called African Americans, or they're offended. So, my goodness. I love being a deplorable. It's a badge of courage, right? See, that's what I'm saying. It's like we pick up the slings and arrows that they shoot at us, and we just pick them up and we turn them around and we make them armor. But they take the shields that they've created and they just stab themselves with them. What was the stream the other night? Yellow Flash or someone came in and said something like, "What's up, bigots?" Oh, I know. At some point, we're just all gonna pick up the banner of bigot, except for we're not. That's the thing. Actually, we're not deplorable either. But they're the bigots. They're the ones who refuse to open their minds up and consider other people's ideologies. That is what bigotry is, and that's what they are. I can't see myself getting offended by words maybe only by the intent if I respect the offender. Yeah, and that's another thing. It's like you have to care what someone says in order to be offended by it. And apparently SJWs just care about everything so much that it all hurts. Here. Murderous thugs work best. Colored people is some old-timey racism, so that one always got me too. It's old-timey racism. They called themselves colored. So, right? They did. I mean, legitimately, they would say, you know, we're colored. They called it the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. They called it that themselves. Jesse Miller, I thought you were Hawaiian. I am a native Hawaiian. I was born in Oahu, in Kapiolani Women's Center, unlike Obama. But I am half Japanese and half Euro mutt. I'm quarter Norwegian, so I am a Viking. I'm a Viking. I am a samurai. I have no idea. Chaz Berkeley, why people ask me what I am, I just say American, then they give me that, well, of course you look. I say I'm a Negro. Go Chaz. Embrace it. I hope it shocks them too. Yeah, I remember in third grade, I don't know why this sticks in my mind. You know what? My teacher must have been a liberal or a leftist, because there was a black girl in my class, and she said something about colored people, and then my teacher says, "Oh, honey, the proper word is Negro." And I'm like, in third grade, I'm like, why is this a discussion? Mrs. Vick, that's who it was, Mrs. Vick. I'm a proud product of miscegenation too, Mike. You're our Comicsgate. Hold on, let me put that on a poster, t-shirt, and a hat in 5 colors. Some SJW disliked your stream. Oh, you know what? It's probably Matt. He saw that I had too many likes. In my country, most people are racist, but nobody really cares. I'm from Argentina. Well, Argentina. Drake, I'm sorry about your socialist government destroying what was once the most wealthy nation in the Western Hemisphere. Viva Perón. Yeah, I want to get down to Argentina sometime with my wife. We both do the Argentine tango, and she does it much better than I do, but I'm not a bad dancer myself. And that's a dream of hers, is to get down there. So let me know when your country isn't in like some sort of a state of economic revolt or something, and we'll try to make it down there. A ghost just opened my door. Poltergeist. Just look at that flowing hair. I'm mixed too. We are beautiful, right? Yeah, mixed people are the most beautiful people on earth. You saw my son. I mean, even though he looks like he's, you know, what do they call this? Lebensborn. He looks like a little Aryan youth. He's quarter Japanese, blonde hair, blue eyes, white skin. Literally all of my 5 siblings are mixed. Inbreeding is horrible. I'm a white mutt. Yeah, that's another funny thing, is like, you know how here in America you're just white, right? Or you're just Asian, which is actually Oriental. But in Asia, you know, you're Japanese, you're Korean, you're Chinese, you're Mongolian, you're from Singapore, whatever it is. In Europe, you're German, you're French, you're Swiss, you're English, you're Italian. It's just when you come here, you groupthink into the color of your skin. It's kind of a weird thing. I mean, I understand it for Asians because we're only 4% of the population, so it's like We need to lock arms because there's not enough of us to stand alone. That's a joke. Racism is mostly a red herring. Herring! Very few people hate someone over their skin color. They hate the stereotypes, behaviors of certain groups. I've never met an alt-writer that hates Thomas Sowell. That's right. That's right. Yeah. I'm not. That's based on race anyway. Must make me a racist since I hate the stereotypes of black people. And unfortunately, in every culture, stereotypes exist for a reason, good or ill. But yeah, if you live up to the negative stereotypes of your race or culture, then you are the one doing disservice to your race or culture. Oh, that I have to deal with. Yeah. Everyone does, even black people just dropped in. What's happening, people? Billy Sidness, hello. Just legit laugh at actual racists. They're hilarious. Stupid. Yeah, that's what I was saying about like Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles laughed at racism and made racism this great, big, stupid joke, something that only, stupid people believe in. And I think it did more for race relations probably than anything else any SJW has tried in the last 30 years. Why can't we get back to that point where racism is a joke? I mean, laugh at the idiots who believe in it, and it takes away their power to use it as like to bludgeon anyone. So It says yes, far left don't prioritize much, it said. Shunned anytime you choose to have a different opinion. Black communities especially. Some people are inbred, but no one is in toast. Wah, wah. That was bad, sorry. Best combo in history. Lennon McCartney or Lennon McCarthy? Lennon as in John Lennon or Lennon as in Vladimir Lenin. Mike, I have subscribed to your Blacklist Universe site. I can't wait to see more of your comics. Thank you, the Devil Knight. Blacks are generally more racist than most race from my POV, at least from media. I think you are stereotyping, but those who fit that stereotype, yeah, are doing a disservice to their type. What's the Indiegogo news? At this point, I'm going to launch on the 14th. The 14th. So I got to get everything done in the next 5 days. And I'm going to come out, screaming at the top of my lungs all day Saturday. And if my wife lets me, I'll jump on Sunday too. I hope she does. Will someone please think of the alpacas? Go grab daddy's belt. They hate when your people and or country. Or I launch it on Friday. And then do it also a Saturday. But the Friday's the 13th. Friday the 13th. Oh, it could be scary for the SJWs. Gosh darn it. Maybe I'll do. Why can't I think of things? Remember, go woke, go broke. Well, EVS isn't a 1XL. You need Uncle E to be in good shape so you can live long and you can do crossovers and work for each other so we know. Plus EV chops. Okay, I get it. Afternoon, Mike. Everybody, how are you doing? What's up, Zach Hawkins? +1 for Cho variant. Yeah, that would be fantastic. Maybe I can get in touch with him. Best way to do it is ask. You're looking jacked today. Thank you, Jesse. Well, they're my main focus. Join the email list today. Yes, McGee. Please, everyone, go sign up for the email list. It is right there in the description if I'm pointing in the right area. And also head over to my store. My store is down there also in the description. I've got, here, let me show it again. I'm sure there's new people in here. I am here to do the Ferengi. Let's screen share. Entire screen. And come on, sure. All right, so yeah, back to the title of this thing. This is if you had joined my email list prior to last night or this morning when I sent it out, you would have gotten this email thanking you for being part of the Comicsgate universe. You would have gotten special access to this 100 DPI 11 by 17 image of the Comicsgate universe, the poster that broke the world, and you would have gotten links to all my social media. You would have gotten a better resolution images of these two as well. And yeah, and like I said, I'm not going to be bombarding anybody. I'm going to maybe do a couple email blasts a month, maybe more if there is something particularly special going on that I need to inform you about. This is 100 DPI, which means it's printable. It's not going to look like a perfect poster or anything, but if you have a color printer at home and you just want this so you could use it, slide it in a cover for whatever, or put it on your wall because you are too cheap to go buy my prints on my store, which comes signed, then yeah, you could do that. And so every email blast will have some sort of a special offer or a special piece of artwork, something you can use for your phone screen, for your computer screen, or whatever. And also a link to my, oh my gosh, I didn't even put my shop on this list. Okay, I'll do that. I'm a moron. It's true. You know what? Just for fun. Let's hit up my shop. How do I get a new page on this thing? New. Let's go to my store here real quick. Mike. Yeah, my Shopify. All right, let's go to my Shopify account. And what the heck? Go to my Shopify account. You guys can, for those of you who haven't been driven yet, my gosh, go. What are you doing? Sorry, this doing the live stream really like lags out my internet. I need to get a faster computer. Faster computer would really help. Would you go right now to my shop, or maybe I'll try a different browser. Not this shop. All right, let's open a new window here. Like. I apologize for the technical difficulty. Art.com. I'm going to go to the store. Okay, well, this is my website. You can go here. You can follow me on my Facebook page down here. You can go to The Freedom Forge and unite with all the other Comicsgate Alliance fellows to push the next, to just promote all of us together. So yeah, Game of Thrones cover artist. Go to my store, and you can see. Hey, look at that! It opened faster than Brave. That's disappointing. Wow, look at that. The Brave one's still not. All right. Go to my catalog here. Wow, this is loading very slowly. Come on, catalog. All right, this is sort of A to Z. I sell top loaders. If you want it to come flat mailed, you can buy a top loader, and I'll have to put in a flat mailer because I can't put a top loader in a roll-up tube. So I've got some X-Men stuff, some older stuff, some Batgirl portrait, some Batman, some Injustice stuff, some Black Cat, some a jab at the whole. It's not really a jab. It was just funny. I love Rocky Horror Picture Show, so we all have our issues. Captain America Civil War print. You know, there's actually some stuff I have not put up here yet. But here you can get the Comicsgate Alliance print, and it's only $20. I have not made the metal print available yet because I have not confirmed with my metal printer that I can get them in. So, yes. Darth Maul, based on Ray Park. Brokeback Merkin. You gotta go to the site and click on this. This is some funny stuff written down here. I'm not going to read it out. The Obama massacre. Get it? Massacre. Some of my Calvin and Hobbes stuff. More spoofs, movie spoofs with Deadpool. Deplorable Me. This is out of print right now, but if you guys want one, I can have that reprinted. See, there's 6 pages of this stuff. I don't know. Maybe I should just skim through it. So, actually, I don't have these anymore. I should probably take those down. Futurama, Game of the Rogue, Game of Thrones stuff. Okay. Anyways, so that's the store. There's lots of stuff on there. So there's something for everyone. And please, like I said, if you buy something, try to buy more than one thing so that I don't have to spend time packing up a $20 thing, because $20 doesn't go very far in San Diego with 5 kids. And a wife, and you know how expensive wives can be. Is Lone Star a psycho? No, he's not. Just got done a 10-hour workday to find the imaginaries and deal with the devil in the mail. Nice, 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 Redbeard. Maybe you can do a review on your page, and then I'll link it from here. That'd be great. I didn't get that from the script. Quite the opposite. Oh, okay. Mr. Obama, what do you mean I owe the teacher from when I was a kid? She got paid. What do you mean I owe the road and the asphalt and materials? Got paid? It sounds like a scam. Let's get Red Rooster to 70K. Yeah, can somebody do an update on Red Rooster and see if they're at 70K yet? That'd be fantastic. What is all that overhead? Do you mean from like Fraga? You mean from when he did the 10,000 issue book? Oh, let me stop switching. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's what you mean. So, do you guys all use the same printing company? No, not yet. Lone Star is man plus. This was fun. Can't wait till the next stream. Thanks, Chaz. M Night Twists. Oh, darn it. Plus. I think he said 30? Did I just hear 80 bucks? 80 bucks, 30 bucks, 30 bucks, 80 bucks for what? Sorry, I didn't. I blanked out. I was considering submitting an image at some point. Yeah, don't bother, man. Find another avenue. Build up your YouTube channel and then self-promote and do it on Indiegogo. It's still real low though. Sad but true. How much is the image fee? It was $2,500 when I was working or publishing through Image, and that was like 15 years ago. So I'm sure it's worse now. Edwin Boyette, you, sir, are a man of character. It's nice getting to know you through Twitter and your videos. Yeah, did you see somebody call Edwin a bigot yesterday on Twitter? I mean, give me a break. These people are so unhinged. Yes, there's a fee, and they don't pay page rates. No, they don't pay page rates. You have to bring your completed product to Image, for which they will publish it and take a nice fat fee. And you know what? We were working with, when I was working with another company, they even had color correction fees. It's like, all right, we submitted perfectly good color files, and they charged for color corrections. I think it was like, I could be wrong, but it was like, I don't know, somebody's like brother-in-law, like one of the founders' brother-in-law or something like that, was doing color corrections on files that were perfectly good. So they were charging us this extra like $2,500, $3,000 or something like that for the books we were doing. It was like ridiculous. It was, no, that's not a, I wouldn't do anything through Image if I was any of you guys. But This is not financial advice. Do as you will. I have no loyalty to those guys anymore. Even though I'm friends with some of them, I'm not friends with others, and I have nothing to hide anymore. Zach Hawkins, it's been amazing to see how fast comics has been changing by people coming together to make things. So what's the ratio of profit to overhead, and what is the break-even point for profit? Oh, no, I'm not getting into that. All right, folks, see you around. Let's keep things growing. Truly, comics has a sense of magic. Yes, it does. Night, Zach. Peace out. Ethan took the idea of Soy Boy, by the way, but not sure how serious he was. Oh, I actually drew one somewhere. I don't even know where it was. Love Blazing Saddles got Dr. Pay's day for napping on the job. Not true. I'm a radiation physicist. Lots of people died from radiation poisoning. More people got cancer. There are radioisotopes of iodine, but is created mostly in lab settings. Is that right, Dank? My mom hasn't said anything about that. She watches, like I said, Japanese news stuff all day long, like every day. Very delicious. I don't watch EVS. Something doesn't click for me when I don't pay attention when in my grease farm. You seem so laid back. I'm chill when I gotta be, Dank. Nat Denon just joined to say, I'm going to back your project as soon as you launch. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Can't do prints anymore, unfortunately. I just don't have the space for them on my wall. I'd much rather buy sketchbooks from artists. I get that, comic section, but you know what you can do? If you want to cycle out prints and put new stuff, get one of these books and just fill it up with prints. Instead of, oh, that's my Blacklist art. I can't show you all that. It's a great way to keep your prints safe and viewable, so you can use it like as a coffee table book if you want your friends to check out the prints that you have and stuff. People in the old world are inbred. We're American. The trap question: are traps gay? I still don't get the question. Yes, they're gay. It's a trap. Have you heard EVS says I'm the leader of the Confiscate campaign with the fan? No, I haven't. With the fans, no. Americans go by their state, hence college rivalries. Yeah, it is weird. It's like 50 little countries. You know, some of them are more alike than others, but really there are like 50 different cultures as well. When America was founded, state meant country, and so we were the United Countries, basically, of America, and they all hated each other too. I love him blazing saddles on the old lady. Spice says, "Don't tell anyone I gave you the pie." Yeah. Yeah. I'm quickly becoming an underground sensation. I can't remember the line. Can't remember the line. My favorite line from Blazing Saddles, though, is so good morning. Are we awake? Yes. Are we black? Yes, we are black. Well, we are awake, but we're very, very confused. I don't know. That's not it. It's what was the other line? Never mind. I'm like, I don't know. Well, seeing as how you are my guest and I am your host, what do you like to do? Oh, I don't know. Play chess. Screw. Well, let's play chess. I love that movie. Oh, man. I'm launching my crowdfunding on Tuesday. It's nerve-wracking anticipation. Cool. What are you doing, Jim? Post it up. Good luck on that, Jim. Hi, Mike Mansfield. Do you do commissions? I do commissions, Jonathan. If you go to my website and you search commissions in my store, it'll give you a little list and whatnot. So, and if you have any questions other than that, you can just contact me and ask. Audio went out of sync with image. Oh, stream looks like old kung fu movies. Insert joke here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and bump out to my wait, no, not screen share. I'm gonna go out. There you go. That way you can all enjoy my little Japanese drawing. Okay. And isn't it funny that nobody gets crap for using the rising sun flag, even though it was just as fascist a flag as the Nazi flag was? Traps are men that dress like women but aren't transsexual. Traps. Wow, that is the first for me. But are traps gay if you don't know they're a trap? Men that dress like women but aren't transsexual. You mean transvestites? Whatever. Good point. My book, Blue Mamba. You can find it on Twitter at Blue Mamba Comic. Everybody go check out at Blue Mamba Comic and check out Jim Healy's Blue Mamba book. So I have Ali Garza doing all the art. No way! Really? That's fantastic. I'm sure it'll look great. How did you get Ali? Ali's been leaning really left lately. I'm surprised. Well, I mean, whatever. He is a great artist, though. He is one of my greatest trolls on Facebook. Every time I post something on any common friends thread, usually it's Joe Benitez. Ali's got to pop in and just give me crap about Christianity because he's lost his faith. About a female assassin tasked with taking out radical SJW community leaders. Wow, and Ali's happy to do this. He must have tapped the Ferengi in him. A little bit of Ferengi in all of us, I guess. All right, well, that's it. I am at the end of the chat. I think I got everybody. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm not going to go back and look. So if I didn't, I apologize. I thank you for being here. And once again, like, subscribe, hit that bell so you know when you're the subscribe button doesn't mean a lot anymore. It's subscribe and bell have to be hit together so you get notifications that I'm online. And make sure you join the mailing list. Again, it is in the description. Make sure if you would like to help me out a little bit, go grab some prints off of my site or order a commission. Or I might have a couple more of those mystery packs, which are a hell of a deal. 1 page of original comic book art, published original comic book art, plus 5 random prints out of my catalog, which it's a mystery. So all signed, everything's signed, and sent to you. Oh well, no, the print might, the original art may not be signed. But for $100, that's it. It is a steal of a deal. I'm not going to have them on there long because I don't want to just blow out all my pages. But right now, I do need an influx of cash. So if you could do that, please go to my store. It is in the description. And also follow me on Twitter at AbacusMike. I thank you all for being here. I thank you for being part of this alliance, for this community, and part of the Blacklist family. God bless and good day.